name is Lori Jarkle, and I lead our digital delivery team at Ecolab, responsible for the applications and products used by our sales and service teams across our industrial sector. Here with me today is Rachel Hart, who's leading one of our strategic programs and will demonstrate one of the apps that the team has been partnering with Microsoft to build. So why are we here? We've been communicated to by our sales and service teams that the key challenges that they have today is that there's so many applications for them to use, and with all of the multiple steps that it takes for them to do their job and the disconnected systems running in silos, suboptimal user experiences, decentralized support models, and just really that lack of consistency along their experiences and the inability to work offline, that they really needed us to tackle this in some way. So we've been working with them on a sales and service transformation for digital, and our vision has been from going from that disconnected, seamless experience to something where we can bring all of their experiences together. They can look at customer information. They can look at information about what's going on at their customer sites. We can give them sales performance so they can look at where am I at in my sales to budget? Am I going to meet my goal for the month? Am I going to meet my goal for the year? And then what opportunities do I need to follow up on? Also, are there any emergencies at a customer site that I may need to take some action on? So what we've decided to do is partner with Microsoft to talk about how can we bring this seamless experience together in a digital format, and we decided to use the Power Platform. So we're introducing what we call the Hub to our industrial businesses. It's that one single location for their field, their sales and service teams, to access insights about their customers that are going to make them more efficient and effective in their daily transactions. Part of this tool, the technology components as part of this tool, are a lot of the items that I just talked about on the Power Platform, like Power Apps, Microsoft Dynamics, Power BI. So those technology components bring us to this technical architecture. I won't bore you with all of the details, but if I bring your attention to the lower left-hand corner with the boxes with the green around them, that's our Power Platform environment. So we have two different Dynamics instances, one for our water division and one for our food and beverage division, amongst others. And what we can do with the Power Platform with Power Apps is render information, customer information from both of those instances into one seamless experience, so they can see what's going on holistically with that customer, and we can go to our customers as one Ecolab, not just one part of the business. The other thing we've been doing with Power Apps is we've been taking the telemetry data, so the traffic of who's clicking where and all of that data, and bringing it into Azure App Insights for us to be able to glean information about where is the adoption, where are people clicking, and how can we make improvements to make the experience even better. And then last is we're bringing in information from external systems like IoT devices and other information like applications built outside of our team, and we're using API technology to bring that into that experience. So what has our journey been? Our journey on Power Apps, we actually started this in November of 2019. Yes, just a few months ago. And we were able to push this solution out to a pilot of about 20-ish users across two different divisions in North America and Europe in early January. And to follow that, we did a full launch in North America to both divisions in March of 2020. So just a month and a half ago. And today, we're continuing to add features to the solution. We're doing translations so then we can push this out to more regions globally. And what this is all giving us is, first, we can go faster leveraging Power Apps. This is a much lower cost alternate than to any alternate technologies out there. So if I look at other solutions that we've been working with in the past, this is a much faster and much lower cost solution. And as a result is giving more time back to the field. So if you remember at the beginning, I said that they're spending 50% of their time non-customer facing activities. Now they can spend even more time with their customer and they can have less admin time because of the power of our solution. So you'll see that the hub has a lot of different capabilities, which Rachel's going to show you in just a minute. Our field people can look at account information, they can look at sales information, they can take action, they can look at maps, they can know what to do with their with safety. You're going to hear a lot of those great stories from Rachel. So take it away, Rachel.
Thanks, Lori. So as Lori mentioned, my name is Rachel, and I am the program manager for the hub at Ecolab, and I will be taking you through a demo of our application today. So what you're seeing here is our home screen. You can see that we have headers, we have a main body section, and then we have a footer. This is built on Canvas apps within Power Apps. We tried to make it very user-friendly, and as you can see up in the header, we have a few things like alarms and notifications. These are areas that indicate a user needs to take action. And then down at the bottom, we have a static footer. This footer remains throughout the hub, and it makes it easy for the users to get back to those locations easily. The first thing we're going to take a look at today is our notifications. By selecting the notifications, the user can see if they've got anything that they need to take action on. They also have the option here to dismiss a notification if it's not something they're going to take a look at today, or maybe they have already updated it. So I'll dismiss this one. Now you can see that it tells me I'm all caught up. I'll go back to the home screen and take a look at my performance. From the performance, this is pulling in information from Power BI, and as it continues to render, I have the option, although I won't go into it today, to see whether I want to look at my sales performance or my service performance. As a user, I want to take a look at my month-to-date performance, and if I click on that, you can see it pulls right into the Power BI app, and it will allow me to see more details around that given metric. As this begins to load, I can now see how I am performing from a month-to-date and year-to-date perspective. Now let's take a look at the account. By using the static footer at the bottom, I can go right into my accounts page. And using the search at the top, I can search for the account that I want. Within the account page, you can see that we have several different sub-menus: account health, service, opportunities, orders, etc. Today, we're going to focus on opportunities and orders. By selecting the opportunities, this will pull information directly from Dynamics 365 into the app. And I can filter to look at particular opportunity statuses. And for the purposes of today, I'm going to pick all. This will allow the user to see all opportunities for this account and scroll within. Users can also open the opportunity to make updates. By opening the opportunity, this will take the user directly to that record within the Field Service mobile app. This will take me directly to that opportunity record within our Field Service mobile application and allow the users to make any necessary updates that they need to in order to have that opportunity move along in the process. Now let's take a look at orders. The orders functionality is using API calls to another application to pull in the last 45 days worth of orders for this account. We can see a lot of information around the account, including its current shipping status, its ETA, the products that are on the account, and if it is already shipped. And users are also able to go through and see all the orders. The last thing I wanted to show you today is around our safety, health, and environment tile on our home screen. So using the footer, I'll navigate back to the home screen and select the safety, health, and environment tile. As you saw on the account page, we have 4 subsections here: work injury, vehicle accident, chemical incident, and traffic citation. Let's imagine that we were in a vehicle accident. By selecting that submenu, I am provided with step-by-step instructions of what I need to do, like move to a safe area, seek medical assistance, notify law enforcement, advise my manager, and call my lease plan. In order to call my lease plan, right inside the app, we have used functionality that will allow the user to call the lease plan directly. The other functionality that came directly from a user that we had is the find your location. A lot of times our sales reps are in various locations that are unfamiliar to them, or areas maybe that they haven't been to before. In this situation, it was dark out and somebody had unfortunately hit a deer, and they didn't know exactly where to tell law enforcement their location. So we've now added functionality that will use the native map functionality in the device to let the user know where they are. That was everything I had to demo for you today, and now I will pass it back to Lori.
All right, thank you, Rachel. Great job. And as you guys can see by the power of that application, there's a lot of information there, and it's very, very intuitive to use. So we've gotten feedback from our users that it's quick and easy, that what used to take them 15 minutes now takes them 2. They're asking their teams to give it a shot. They're saying that it's a huge time saver. So with all of this feedback, we're continuing to help them do their job even more effective and efficient. And what's next? Next in our sales and service transformation is we're going to continue to add features without adding to complexity. We don't want to regenerate the experience that they have today, so we're going to continue to make this easy to use and intuitive, as well as insights driven. So we want to add some analytics to the hub so they can be more proactive and more predictive of what kind of sales and service that they can do. Next is global expansion. We're going to continue to add languages, add personas, so when they log in, they know exactly who they are and what information they should have. And last is leverage. So I mentioned 2 of our industrial businesses. We have several industrial businesses at Ecolab that we're supporting, so we want to leverage the components that we've built on the Power Platform and expand it across the industrial sector. All of this is going to allow us to accelerate sales, improve service, and enable productivity with a partnership that we have with Microsoft. Thank you.